with Roman Reigns, again, he's back tomorrow on SmackDown. We'll go back to Backlash in a moment, but he's on SmackDown tomorrow. Do you think he's just there to further the Bloodline thing, or in addition to, actually, do you think he's also there in addition to that to set up what he's doing at Night of Champions? I mean, it's the 1,000th day that he's Universal Champion. Is literally the day of Night of Champions. If he's not on that show, then what the fuck are we even doing here? Why would he even be back right now if he wasn't? If so, what do you think he does on that show? I mean, I guess my question is, who does he defend against? You have AJ, you have Bobby Lashley. Do they do something in one of those triple threats to set that match up? Is it someone else? Is it Jay? I mean, where do you think they go next with Roman? Cody or not Cody, I still think that's the end game, but they're not doing it in Saudi Arabia. That's already been confirmed because Cody's facing Brock. What do you think is next for Roman as far as who his next challenger is? Putting you on the spot, pal.
I know, you always do this and I hate it. I don't know. That's a problem. Like I said, I wish I knew, like I said, people say, like, oh, if they knew it would be boring, but it's like, I wish I knew what, like, I wish I did, but I don't, because then it's, like, predictable. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. So, like, I just don't know. Like you said, I don't know if they know. I think they do. I hope they do. I just don't know at this point what's going to happen. Like, I just don't know if, like, is Cody going to be the one, or, like, technically, if it's going to be 1,000 days, like, maybe they could just do him and Jay, but, like, I don't know if that's the direction they're going. And, like, technically, Jay was the first one he beat after he won the belt originally, so it's like, on his 1,000th day, he beat Jay Uso again. Like, does he lose the belt to Jay? I mean, I have, like, legit no idea. Like, maybe him and Solo, like, I don't know. I hate this question because I really fucking don't know. But, like, maybe Solo sides with the Usos and helps them win. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's so many things you just don't really know. Like, maybe they tell Solo, like, look, he's just using you, and Solo finally gets a grip and listens to his brothers. I don't know. Like, there's so many different directions, and I feel like when people say it's stale, it's like, how can it be stale? And there's, like, I understand that, like, there hasn't been too much progression, but, like, when there's so many possibilities that could possibly happen that are interesting, I don't know how it could be stale, unless you just don't like who's in the story. But
yeah,
I just feel like there's so many different directions, specifically with the Bloodline. Like I said, like, maybe they do him and Solo with Jay, or maybe they tell Solo that him and Heyman and Roman are just using him, and then he turns on Roman. I mean, I really don't know. So I think and I also, like you said, Bobby and AJ would make sense for Night of Champions, but they're also in the triple threat. So, like, how would you set that up? Like, is Roman going to cost them the World Heavyweight title? Like, why would he care? So,
you also got to set this up quick too, because the pay-per-view's in 2 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he should be on the show, so I mean, like you said, if he's 1,000th day and he's not on the show, it's kind of dumb. So I think there'll be something, but I just don't quite know. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, so it's going to be null and void tomorrow. I think it is likely that it's something of what you're saying, that it's an extension of the Bloodline stuff, or it's another non-title thing. But again, to have Roman on the show but not defend his belt on the 1,000th day would be pretty fucking silly. I think you should defend it. I don't know how you set up him and AJ or Bobby, but if they're in the tournament tomorrow, you can figure it out. The Jay thing, again, I just don't want anything to be... Whatever he does at the pay-per-view will be rushed, because no one was set up for Roman before he left. So whatever they do next will be rushed, even though the pay-per-view's in 2 or 3 weeks. It's kind of a problem, but I'd rather have him on the show defending than not at all. So we'll see tomorrow. I would prefer AJ or Bobby specifically, but again, we'll find out following the tournament matches, because I don't think either of them are going to crown jewel for the championship, and I'll get to that prediction in a moment.